let's go ahead and jump into our brand new game. Brand new game for me and also for you. Map size small, sphere, default, generate. Okay. Eggs still and cottage cheese. Okay, eggs and cottage cheese. I looked at a house today. No way, Pains. That is definitely impressive. I will say, I don't know how anyone can get a house by themselves in this economy. And if you can, you are rocking it. By the turn of the 22nd century, space exploration was dominated by corporate interests. Once a task for governments, space travel became a competitive market where companies pushed boldly and blindly into the black, intent only on a return on investment. For the first time in human history, Infinity Corp was about to attempt the colonization of a planet outside of Earth's solar system. Ooh, so we're playing Lost in Space. Okay. The construction vessel Mercury was launched to start the automated construction of an underground facility on an alien planet. A small research team was also sent to survey the planet before a colony ship full of settlers left Earth. The research team would awake from stasis automatically shortly after their arrival, or at least that was the plan. RimWorld or Oni? Yeah, I mean, Oni is underground, right? So a little bit of both. Pains, thank you. After years of silence, decay, and settling dust, what remains of the Mercury facility whirs back to life. The screens flicker on the long dormant stasis capsules containing the crew. They are finally ready to emerge from their long, dreamless sleep. Okay, stop moving. Okay. Plans are to be changed. Mwahaha. Exactly. Digital readout. Facility structure critical. Surface elevator destroyed. Satellite link offline. Mission crew error. Unable to establish connection to all capsules. So everything's going wrong. Updated mission objectives. Rebuild underground facility. Construct elevator. Establish satellite connection to Earth. That makes sense. Okay. Open supplies chest. Open stasis capsule. Deconstruct walls. Okay, I paused. Open canister. Open capsule. Supply chest got me 20 emergency rations, meals, 4 hemp seeds, ooh, 3 potato seeds, very good. Improved power supply machine equipment, okay. And then it says tech printer. So that might be a printer? Advanced scanner vehicle equipment. More hemp than food seeds, right? Hi, Borg. Oh, it also says tech printer. So advanced scanner vehicle equipment. And then sturdy servos colonists equipment. Athletics +2. Bizoo. No. 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 Ew. Hold on. Exclamation troll is correct. He's being a evil bees. Oh my god, those 3 evil emotes, amazing. Maybe you need a printer to use it. Yeah, maybe. I think that's where it was made, is from the tech printer. Okay, okay. Okay, and then looks like we have a couple of others of these to open. Okay. So I opened it. Getting familiar with the controls, I guess. Activate robot. Worker robot. We have a worker robot. Primary job janitor. Secondary job repairs things. Technician. Can I have one of these? And then it mines as well. Okay, so we're gonna have to mine. That makes sense. Deconstruct walls. All these walls are damaged. So we need to deconstruct them. Construction queue. No. Can I, like, select all of them? Here. Yep. Beautiful. All right, why are we not deconstructing? Manage colonists. Here we get an overview of our colonists and manage job roles, equipment, and view other colony status. Okay. Ooh, I can change their names, people. Exclamation join to become one of these people. Who knows what's gonna happen to you? Deconstruct is the H. Okay, thank you. You're going to want to check all your pawns for the builder job role. Okay, we were thinking the same thing there, ads. I will definitely check that. Under their schedules or work priorities. You're in a cave. Are you sure you want to remove all the structures supporting the roof? Well, if we die, we die. Now, does everyone still want to join? No clue, but I'm not sure the first thing I do is demolish what little I'd have left. Builder does deconstruct too. Okay. Are they supporting the roof or just making the walls look pretty? Yeah, I feel like they aren't supporting the roof, but it could be. Okay, so this is the schedule. Default schedule has some training and recreation in the middle with sleep on the ends, a little recreation for like breakfast and dinner. I mean, their sleep cycle is really short, so that's interesting. Okay, so it looks like there's a little bit of like a missions. Okay, this is what we're working on right now. Discoveries. There are many things to discover, including blueprints, resources, and data. This is where we can view what we have discovered. Okay. Cool. Let's go back here and look for job priorities. Must be under the colonists. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's based on what jobs they have listed. Why would no one be listed for builder? I see. And then their skill level is next to it. Interesting. Oh, you already were the cook. I see. Okay, so let's look at what they already are. Amani is a surveyor, scans for surface resources using the resource scanner. Good to know. Cheryl is primarily a janitor, but remember, we also have the robot that's going to be working on janitorial stuff. So that's the main thing you're good at. So I definitely think I should have you doing building as secondary. Are you good at anything else other than your main job? No. They probably level up with it as they work on it. Yeah. Okay, so then our last person, Lena, is a cook. Cooks meals at the cooking station. So right now I have them all assigned to help with building, and then when we do other tasks, I might have to double check what we're working on. Construct crop fields ×4. Mechanical energy. Construct EMG 2 and build utility room optional. Okay, this is interesting. So we're dropping structure resin from all these areas. And you can see here, so the ceiling is still supported because there's other walls around. All right, well, you know, who knows where we're gonna want to put things. So we're just gonna have to kind of run with it. Okay, so I queued up a little bit of mining. We need to... construct crop fields and construct EMG. Emergency mechanical generator converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. Technician will need to charge up the device regularly. Okay. So this is like the spinning wheel in Oni. Oxygen not included. It's just weird that it's red. I don't know that I definitely want, like, our crop fields in the first room. I guess maybe I just do it because I don't know anything else. I don't know how anything else works, right? So we'll just kind of run with it, and if I find things that I would have preferred to do a different way, then I do it a different way later. Like, no harm in changing things, I suppose. How do I cancel? Okay, I kind of want to remove this floor. Deconstruct this floor so I can put the crop fields over here. Yeah. Nope. Not what I wanted to do. I'll move them one spot so all 4 can fit on this wall. Just like that. Beautiful. Okay. Item container contains mineral compound. Mineral. Mixture of minerals. Okay. Our miney bot is mining. I think I see water. This is water. Good to know. We're gonna have you mine. Just keep working on mining. Oh, we're sleeping on the floor. Okay. Cool. Building some new walls where we deconstructed walls before. This wall is also damaged, so I'm gonna deconstruct it. Make our walls nice and uniform. Reminds you of the game Dungeon Keeper. Interesting. Gets a fancy 3D game. Instantly goes top-down view like Rimworld. No! Yeah, I definitely did. I went up here. I was like, let me just see what it looks like. Only way I can see video games now, apparently. You're mining. You're mining. Okay. Is there a way for me to speed up? Yes. Bottom right. I have some speeds. Okay, they've now gotten up from bed. Where's the other person? Are you stuck back here? Hey, I think you might have been stuck back there. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I was wondering, ads. I don't know if you saw that, but when I went in, I was like, why doesn't it go everywhere? Okay, so ad says you need to put a particular flooring to make it work. You need a utility floor. The decor is -10, the power is 100. Let's look at floors. Utility floor. Oh. Huh. Two of the people are just standing around. I wonder if no one's assigned to do any plant work. That would be interesting. Let's have you help with botany and not help with building anymore. Interesting. Well, we're gonna need more people, is what this says to me. But for now, I'm just kind of spreading out their work responsibilities. Okay, so let's make another room, maybe. Scanner job is useless right now. Okay. More people, so a comfy bedroom? I guess I'll just do another room like over here. Probably doesn't even need to be roomed, like a room. Proper room, but I feel like I should. Charge pads. Okay, I think this is a good room for it. So let's go ahead and put down utility flooring in this room. And then, okay, we're gonna have to wait for that to be built. And I might put a door. We might put another door in. We'll see. Let's also get rid of this. That looks like that could be a hallway. Yeah, this game looks great. I can't believe only one person. That there's only one person working on it. It amazes me when one person is so skilled that they can put a game together by themselves. I'm like, excuse me? You do what now? Robot, I love you. Can I have one of you? Thank you. All right, hopefully we're building these things now. Okay, Cheryl is currently working on it. Oh, that reminds me. Let's set your colonists. All right, so who's going to be Amani? Our scanner slash maybe doctor slash scientist, maybe. Not sure. Drum roll, exactly. Bot, please.
Oh, that's heckin'
Squid is our researcher. Sounds familiar. I think I've heard this story before. I'm a researcher always, and I love it. I know, right? That's great. And now Cheryl. Who's Cheryl gonna be? Should I name the bot after one of you? Cheryl's our janitor, who's gonna take on this role for the community. GCFM. Heck yeah. It actually fits. I am impressed that I can write out Good Canadian Family Man. I've been a janitor before. It's a noble profession. Keeping things clean is important. Clean and maintained, very important and often overlooked. Lena, who's gonna be Lena? That please. At Solarum. Love it. And lastly, who's gonna be our robot? That's right. I'm naming the robot something other than robot. It says actually worker Z03583. I was making another Lost in Space reference. Okay, bot. Robot is a name, not a number. Emo! I love it. All right, so Emo is the robot. Beautiful. Congrats, everyone who won. I'm proud of you. Emo gets to go to work. All right, so now when I talk to the robot, I'll get to say, Emo Flamingo, I love you. Because I already told the robot I loved him. It's great. Okay, so we are growing crops. No. Jay is constructing the... Okay. Ooh. Growth 0%. Manage crop. Potato, please. Oh. Oh, I enjoyed this very much. Wait, what's wrong with you? Do they have bladder? No, they have fatigue, stress, hunger, and health. Okay. I wonder if we have the resources to do everything I'm trying to do. Maybe we should hold off on some of these extra things. Let's use this to do this because individually clicking is driving me crazy. Okay. You can finish that one that you're working on. Good. We're planting plants. That feels important. Let's go and deconstruct. Well, I don't really know. I want to deconstruct those floors, but I don't really know that that's necessary. Let's try harvesting these. I want to keep queuing up mining for our little robot to do, for Emo Flamingo to do. Deconstruct the pods. Okay. Yeah, that's only for interstellar travel, so we don't need them at all. We can't even use them, I assume. Gray Mulkin, hi. Potato, exactly. We're growing some potatoes. And then we're also gonna grow some hemp in the other two. Good for some resources, okay. Yeah, we're gonna, oh, so we just have the item now. All right, what else can I build? I need to build this, but we need to get the floors built first. I could cancel the first row, just do these back rows, maybe. I don't want to make it too big, but I would like to have our little utility room over there. So I assume that's giving them skill points. That's what I'm seeing above their heads. It looks like they're leveling up in the skill. Go ahead and harvest that. Okay. Dirt. We're getting dirt from this. Yeah, there's more structures down here, so I guess we can deconstruct more of it to create the resources to keep going. How are they going to cook and or sleep? Good question. So we do have sleeping mats. Looks like maybe we can just put those in this main room. Let's build a couple of those to help with managing their stress, I think. Lockers store stuff, and sometimes they just sit there to look cool. Interesting. Research station, okay. So we need more resources. Oh no! You're almost out of power. Let's make sure we build one of these. And then I think we're gonna need a charge pad for the robot. Okay. We're getting some more resources. But we're not building. Oh, it's because I turned everyone off from Builder. Let's just put Builder back on everyone. Until we have more work to be done. Because right now, like, we don't have enough stuff built for them to do other jobs, right? So let's have everyone... Okay, now it's going better. People are actually doing more stuff, it looks like. Awesome. So let's go ahead and put in the charge pad for our bot. Colonist roster. Open guide topic. Rosters are not required, but allow you to limit who can work at specified machines. Selecting a production machine and clicking the Manage Roster button will show a list of eligible colonists that can be assigned. Interesting. Okay, so you could actually designate workstations by colonists. But you could also keep the roster empty and then everyone can work it. Storage containers. I see. Okay, and then I think the next thing that seems important would probably be a research station. But much like the power, science lab floor, resource consumption, 100 watts. Okay. So we need power for it, and we will also need a research lab floor. Science lab floor, my bad. Hey, we got those mats made. Looks like one of them was made after someone went to bed, but that's good, right? It's good that we have mats. And durability, 100% repair, 50% charge by technician. Okay, so let's look at work priorities and make sure someone's assigned to do technician work. No one is assigned to do technician work. Hey! Are you charging it? Yeah. You're charging it. That's what I'm talking about. Now go help build. Okay, charge pad. Not enough available power. This is the charge pad, and it needs 50 watts. And this says 100. So what did I do wrong? Need power conduits. Looks like I need to actually conduct it. Yeah, with the cable. Perfect. Some jobs are useless until you have the facilities so you can get them to do something else. Yes. Needs electrical cable. Yep. And then that means we will also need to run electrical cable down here. Because that is where I'm going to be putting research station. What is this? Good Canadian Family Man, you're now a level 2 builder. Congrats. All right, what's this say? Discoveries, resources. Anthracite, a harder and purer form of carbon than coal. Hematite.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Lost in Space? Hi. It has been a while. Doing very well. How are you? Mineral form of iron oxide. Very cool. All right. Arrowhead fungus, a large blue-capped edible fungus. So we need 2 EMGs and a utility room. So perfect that I put another one here.
Whoa.
Let's put one there. MJ! MJ, thank you so much for gifting Lost in Space their 6-month sub. Lost in Space, I hope you enjoy the app preview and cute heckin' emotes, faster cool berries, and of course access to my custom sub sound effects. Thank you so much, MJ. I really appreciate it. Today, we're all lost in space. It's true. Today, we are all lost in space because we, well, we're not exactly lost. We're where we intended to land. It's just that we had an issue with our cryo sleep caskets, and we overslept. And so now everything's in ruins, and we have to rebuild everything. That's the premise of Mercury Fallen, is that we are rebuilding our place from ruins. Some of these walls are not ruined. But like, unless I'm planning on using these rooms exactly as they were, I feel like I have to redo them. Is that the wall? The edge of the map, I mean. What's this? Food chest? Food chest? 5 potatoes? Colonists log day 1 discovery. And 5 more emergency rations. Show discoveries. Alex Kenner logs number 1. My name is Dr. Alex Kenner. Dr. Smith. Something has gone terribly wrong. I woke from stasis, but the other members of the research team have not. The system. Oh, this is the opened cryosleep casket. Okay. Interesting. So that one stasis chamber was opened, and we don't know what happened. And this is us starting to get the story. The system appears to be in some sort of lockdown, and unless I missed a briefing, this should not be the case. Mission protocol states that the research team's stasis capsules are supposed to open shortly after arrival at the Mercury facility. My stasis capsule appears to be the only one functioning properly. The comm satellite is online, and I've dispatched the relevant data back to Earth. Okay, so at the time that Dr. Alex Kenner woke up, it was online, but it's now not. All right, research window. Research is where we can unlock new technologies, recipes, and more by spending research points, tech fragments, and/or biosamples. Material crafting, I suppose. Oh, we don't actually designate it until we have the research points. I see. So how do we get research points? A scientist will work at the station to generate research points. Who's our scientist? No one right now. Okay, who had the affinity for it? I just want to say it was you. 27%. What did you have? 24. Incapable. Okay, so Blue Squid was our researcher, correct. So we will have Blue Squid set up to be a technician and then a researcher, so that way they charge the EMGs first. And then, oh my gosh, is this Squid researching? Look at you go, Squid. Look at you go. You don't have to rebuild the old lab. You can make a new one in your own design. Yeah, true. So you can deconstruct all the walls and choose exactly how you want to. Oh no. Good Canadian family man is feeling depressed today and will work slower for the next 24 hours. Oh no. Can I give you all research? Okay, or recreation? I know there's recreation time, but can we give them something to recreate on? Main game of the day, Mercury Fallen, and I'm liking it so far. What did we just talk about? Recreation. We have a standing lamp and locker. We have storage, a crop bin. Oh. Interesting. So most of these things seem like they require some kind of flooring. Daryl's calling it a night. Totally understandable. Daryl, good night. Please get a good night's sleep. I will see you around Twitch this weekend. And we'll be back on Tuesday with RimWorld. Good night, Daryl. Cruppin's pretty cool. It looks kind of cool. I wanted to check what... Is that Tova? Tova? Hi, Tova. Requires 25. So why is it red? Oh. It wasn't red? It was my imagination, maybe? Let's try both of these storage containers. Let's do something like that. Store some things for me. Can we need iron ingots to finish the second EMG. What's wrong with you, Emo?
Good night, y'all.
Good night, Gamer Plane. Darker gray area is where the peeps stand. No, it was red. The game wants floors but doesn't require them. Red might mean you don't have enough resources to make it. Is Emo cleaning? Emo was freaking out a little bit. All right, so I need to find iron. Stone. Oh, I wonder if this will give me some. Maybe not, but we can try it. Because it says iron oxide. Yeah, okay, it is an iron ore. Mineral form of iron oxide. Yeah, okay. So then can we use that iron ingot or refiner? Uh-oh. So we need to build an ore refiner, but we don't have that research yet. So let's see if we can start unlocking things. Squid, thank you. Biorefiner. Crafting station used to refine raw materials. Somewhere around the map, there's more pods and bots. Heck yeah, that's so exciting, Gamer Plane. Very good to know. I definitely want to go looking for them. Yeah, we need to spend the research points. Okay, so this is what I'm going to want next, ore processing. So, Blue Squid, keep researching, please. But for now, we unlocked one level. And with that, we can do a biorefiner. Let's look at this. Refinery floor. Power 50 watts. Craft station used to refine raw biomaterials. We're not going to have the power to power both of these. Where's Emo? Oh, here you are. Power's getting low. We should just kind of like go out in... a couple different directions. Okay, everyone's sleeping. Some of these walls don't really make sense the way that they're set up. Some of them, sure, they're fine, but some of them don't really make sense to me. So let's deconstruct some of them for resources, like that and this. No, not what I wanted to do. I wish there was a cancel. Okay. I've found more pods, but I haven't found another bot. Then again, I went to a larger... Oh, you went to a large map size. Oh, yeah. I just said whatever the standard start was. So I didn't change anything. Oh. Potatoes, potatoes. Hemp and hemp. Interesting. I almost feel like... What happened to those? Why did they disappear? That was weird. I almost feel like, oh, I was like, why are we not planting? We should be planting more. And then they go to plant. Okay. I'm just rushing them. I'm just rushing them. Okay, this is nice. So our bot is mining. We really need to get... Oh, I canceled all designations. When I did that, I canceled all of my queued up construction projects. I see. I see. That was me. The floor tile looks like ore deposit. Can you mine down? Enable deep mining. So it looks like you can... You can mine down, for sure. I just wonder, I just wonder how you would fill it back in. Like, can you just fill it back in with like a dirt wall, maybe? Refinery floor. Okay, so we are gonna want a refinery here at some point. There's floor over there. There's floor over there. So that might get us to a room. What's this say? Blue squid. Blue squid has contracted a new ailment, brain fog, from researching. Sorry, squid. I hope you feel better soon. So it almost seems to me like I should have queued up these two before anything else. At the same time, we can unlock refining and we should be able to make it as long as we have the resources to build it. So let's see what we need to build the ore refiner. All right, so I need a refinery. I kind of want to put it over here. I'm trying to spread things out, but I really don't know how much space I need, you know? Oh. Emo Flamingo got more power because the research station was off. Emo was able to recharge. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Making more eggs. Enjoy pains. Needs tech, I think. Yeah, I don't know if you can build multi-level either. Would be interesting if you could go, like, actually dig down and build down, like in Going Medieval. So I'm gonna need a refinery, and I feel like it's a little bit bigger. Let's mine this and this and put the refinery over here. Or am I gonna regret that because of that ore underneath? Probably not. It seems like there's a lot of ore everywhere. There's a bunch more over here, too. Okay, who are you and why are you not doing anything? Ad Slarm doesn't have enough work to do. Is the planter, is the cook. Let's look at maybe having ads help with mining instead for the third job. Just for now. Okay. Stress is high. All right, and then let's build the floor for the refinery. That's probably all that we need. Let's look. Biorefiner. I'm actually gonna cancel some of this just to make sure that the part that we really need first is built, and then we'll keep expanding it. Water pump and filtration systems later. Let's look at the research options. Plumbing, water conduit, water pump. Yeah. And then I don't see filtration. O2 generator. Surface exploration. Ooh. Fine dining. Oh, recreation is over there. Oh. Ooh, we can make beds now. Oh, we don't have... We probably need the biorefinery to turn hemp into cloth, I would assume. 16 potatoes, 1 potato seed, 12 hemp. Structure resin. There's something there. Huh. Okay. We need, like, lights. Oh my gosh, I love this. I particularly am enjoying the fact that, like, the things that you need to build out, like, your structures or whatever are, and you know, they're like randomly around the map. So like, I'm trying to preserve some of the structures, but I'm also like looking at things and I'm like, oh, well, we need these resources. So like, I might as well deconstruct these walls over here because I need the resources to like build these other structures, right? All right, we're sleeping. Our bot is doing things. What is this? This is what I wanted to know what it was. Thermal vent. This could be a good potential source of power if we can learn how to harness it. Cool. This could be another room here. Maybe. I mean, right now I'm not really using rooms so much as just open spaces. But the plan would be to eventually have rooms. Stone. Okay. Okay. Ooh, more harvestables. Edible fungus. What is this? Fuel. Interesting. I do find it interesting that some areas seem lit up and others are definitely not. Ooh, canister. Ooh, colonist log day 2 and more hemp. Okay. Awesome. Blue squid is now a level 3 scientist. Heck yeah, yar. Can I like select all of these at once? No. Just trying to like shift click to see if I could get all of them at once, but it doesn't look like it. There should be a, oh, there is a command here for gather plants. I'm just waiting for Shai Hulu to come check out the sudden activity in his backyard. Who is that? Because I feel like maybe I don't want them to come check out this activity. Oh, there's another box here. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That should get us our other thing built. And now we need to run power. Of course we need to run power. Okay. Just back through the wall like that? This might be, I might be queuing up too much stuff, but here I am and wanting more things. So we'll have to see. If we need to, we keep exploring and maybe we'll just find, we'll get lucky and find more resources like what we want. Because we just found some and there's another container here. More minerals, that's what I'm talking about. All right, let's look at our discoveries. So we have some more logs. So colonist log day 2. The facility AI has been shutting me out of more systems. It indicates that there are issues with the stasis systems, but is expecting an engineer to fix it. The engineer is one of the people still in stasis. This system was supposed to be failsafe, but no one thought of this scenario? Who designed this bloody system? Right? Still no word from Earthcom. I'm a botanist. I'm a botanist, not an engineer. I'm liable to kill them if I try to repair the systems myself. Given I'm the only one awake, I have plenty of food rations to last for now, but I certainly don't want to stay here alone. The robots are still functional, and I've started a daily log. I received an automated message back from Earth. I would like to state for the record that this is an automated message. Oh. Blinded by science. Excellent research points will be generated by a scientist working at the research bench. These points can be used to unlock technologies, recipes, and more on the research screen. There isn't much we'll need to research and new rooms to... There is much we'll need to research and new rooms to construct, but our long-term goal should be to research and construct the elevator. This will allow us to begin surface side construction and exploration. Okay. We must have built the second EMG, and that's why all this is happening right now, even though we're on a different screen. So construct a research station, build science room optional. We finished that. Going up, research surface exploration and construct elevators. So this is our next mission. The last log says, automated message simply says, congratulations on a successful landing. We look forward to further reports. I sprained my ankle after kicking one of the robots. Yeah, I would too. Adsalarm is feeling depressed today and will work slower for the next 24 hours. Okay, so everything was running while I was doing that. Perfect. What's our storage container? Okay, there's lots of room for storage in there. Add order. Make more ingots. Okay, it looks like I can't. Okay. Yeah, so you can just kind of like queue them up like bills in RimWorld, so that's nice. Are you repairing? It looks like you might be repairing. Not too shabby. I don't mind repairing. Our bot is not doing anything, which means I probably need to queue up more mining. If you ask me. So that's the main thing the bot does. Okay, so if I want to cancel something, I just kind of like do the same order over it again. Good to know. We're just doing a little bit of like strip mining or whatever to try to get a good idea of what's all around. Get more resources, things like that. Let's deconstruct this wall. This. So we can keep mining. Beautiful. See something here. Another container. We just got some potatoes and Colonists log day 14. I've started naming the robots. One of the robots has a malfunctioning servo, coincidentally after I kicked it. It has a bit of a hop and step now, so I've renamed her Bunny. I realize it's silly to infer genders to these things. Uh-oh. But after 2 weeks alone, I decided I don't care. So, something just happened. A cave-in occurred. So, removing... Who was it? Hendate that said that? Removing all of the structures is bad. And this space here was too open. And we had a cave-in because of it. Nice. All right, so walls probably work.
Streamer, don't forget to take your break.
That's fair. Walls probably would work for supporting areas. So what about a wall like that? Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a break here in a little bit. Thank you, MJ, for the reminder. It is almost 2 hours in. So it's definitely a good time for the reminder. And for some reason, when you don't remind me, I seem to completely forget about these things. am good at forgetting. Hey, another canister. Another story to read. Okay, this is still cave-in. Okay, let's go over here and look at the logs from Dr. Alex Kenner. This is day 18. I've heard it said that having a daily routine is important in a survival scenario, but I'm deeply concerned that I've accepted that this is a survival scenario at this point. In the mornings, Bunny and I take a jog from the botany lab down to the med bay. After that, we complete a full inspection of the facility. I found the inspection checklist in storage. Imagine being trapped by yourself underground in a facility with just robots as friends. Day 22, I took a trip to the surface today to take soil samples. I've been so focused on the other tasks to keep my mind occupied that I forgot about my actual assignment here. The original surveys of the planet indicated a high level of solar radiation on the surface, but a breathable atmosphere and adequate moisture content. Radiation levels are far lower than what was originally estimated and appear to be in decline. The surrounding area from the facility shows signs of limited plant growth. That sounds promising. What's going on with our research? We've generated as many research points as we can currently store. Oh no. All right, let's unlock some things. Power storage, interesting. Small batteries, sounds important. Fishing? Whoa. I kind of want the battery first, but I kind of want fishing next. So maybe we hold off on researching anything else. Oh, interesting. These are recipes that we need to unlock with research points. Bookcase. So furniture items as well. Nightstand plant pot. This is cool. This is cool. All right. Recreation. Did I unlock recreation? I don't think I did. But that's definitely something we should unlock. Maybe we wait on fishing and we unlock recreation now because we have it. See if we can get some things built to help people be a little happier. Like, even if it's just this, gosh. Okay. Recreation floor. I just want to get rid of that. Okay, and then beds we can't make yet because we don't have one of the materials. But this, it looks like we can make... What is... The only thing I will say is I wish I could, like... I wish I could see what those required ingredients were. Let's see if we can craft them. No, but we can craft cloth. Yeah, we need to build this, which means we need this. I wonder if you should stop researching. Recreation floor. Yeah, we're just gonna put a little recreation over here. Okay, there's the darts. And this would be nice, like a little bit of like maybe some chairs in the rec room, but not until we have I don't know if I like that this is here. I almost want to put like a rec room like down here. Yeah, let's put the rec room down here. It's kind of awful. I'll put the chairs over there and put it here. This space, like this, is going to become a bedroom, right? And then we could have storage down here and like a hallway if we had the resources. No sheep wool for beds. We're using hemp. So no sheep wool, but we have hemp. The hemp gets processed into cloth via this processing station. Problem right now is definitely power. So are we not connected? Oh, we are not connected. I think it actually has to attach like that. Let's try that. Let's try that. I wonder if they can't reach that side. How do I cancel it? Right click is what I was doing. Oh, that's just canceling working on it. There we go. Okay, so under deconstruct there was a power conduit option. And we should rocking back and forth in the fetal position to reduce stress. Okay. That's not good. Squid, why are you so hungry? Oh no, one of our crops was ruined. Squid sleeping. I was wondering why it looks like Squid is very hungry. Blight, yeah, we just got blight, basically. So, I'm glad to see that we're harvesting seeds from the crops when we make them. Good Canadian was trying to make our rec space. Squid's feeling depressed today. Everyone's gotta have their day, you know? Who's supposed to be doing operating? Recharges the EMG. That's Squid. Squid is sleeping. Squid, why are you sleeping so much? Sleepy Squid. Sleepy Squid. Oh no. Depressed Squid. Okay, can I turn off any of these? Doesn't look like it. High priority, we need iron ingots and bioplastic. Okay. I like this. So I assume that if I craft up this, like underneath, that will be done second. Biggest problem right now is power, so maybe we gotta keep searching for crates so we can build the power. Yeah, let's mine out some of these spaces and keep looking for little chests wherever we might find more resources. I didn't really draw a line this way at all. You can do one like right there. Oops. Whoa, goes kind of far that direction. What is this? Gold star, add Solarum, level 2 miner. Heck yeah, Yar. Thanks for helping with the mining ads. Okay. Starting to get a little bit more of an idea of how big this normal size map is. It's kind of nice. I want to keep searching areas to see if there are any crates. What else did we unlock with research? Chairs, beds. The beds are a higher priority than the chairs. Lockers would be nice, but it doesn't feel like a priority. Yeah, you get a gold star at Slarm, right? Power feels like the biggest issue right now is like getting these powered up. And to do that, we need more ore. If we don't have enough to build it, yeah. Copper and iron. Okay. So let's do a copper bill after this. And let's also increase the amount here. Okay. And then, did we make this yet? No, because we don't even have the resources to make this. Okay. Our people are sad. Anthracite. Do you think I need to mine more? We can queue it up, just in case. Specifically, the hematite, the iron ore. Didn't GP say there was another bot somewhere too? Another worker would be grand. Yes. That was kind of why I was trying to strip mine, because I was thinking like that might help us find those other bots or the other, because also they indicated, Gamerplane indicated that there might be other workers, not just bots, but like other people. That's so funny that I forgot that Gamer Plane was the one that recommended it to me. Because I like didn't know how the game got on my radar. Like I just knew that someone told me I would like it. That's all I knew. That's all I had in my brain. Was that someone said I would like this. There must be a room down here. Hey, another one. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, some... Ooh! 5 biosamples. Interesting. Some hemp. We got some bioplastic. That's good. Structure resin. We got some potato seeds and another log. So that means we only need 4 bioplastics. Okay, let's speed up. The only thing I'm not really sure about right now is like, if we're like starving. Oh, we have 200 potatoes. Are we able to just eat the potatoes like raw? I feel like probably. I feel like probably we are able to just eat them. This one's doing a lot of researching. This thing really sucks. That's funny. Yes, but they can potentially get sick. Okay, from uncooked food. It's just sad to see MJ start a heist and read that they didn't get enough people together. Oh no, MJ didn't get enough people together? Oh, that's why you joined Henday. I see. Then no, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm sure MJ appreciated your participation. Nice way to sneak in at the last second. Yeah, I used to love raw potatoes. Really, the only time I've ever seen anyone eat a raw potato was when Zelly ate a raw potato for the hot potato, and every time I was like, how are you eating this? I'd help Mom peel them and cube them to make mashed potatoes. I'd always sneak off with a few. Yep, much appreciated. Yeah. All right, let's unlock fishing. I want fishing. I also should be looking at these, but I'm not. Wall light. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna unlock wall light too.
Good night, y'all.
MJ's calling a night. Totally understandable, MJ. Thank you so much for everything. Have a good night. We will see you on Tuesday. Yay! If I don't see you before then.
MJKJXP cheered X200. Alana, thank you for the stream. You're awesome. Elenow, 1 lick 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 Elenow, 1 pat 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 Elenow, 1 yay 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 Elenow, 1 yay.
Thank you so much, MJ. You are awesome. Have a good night. Thank you for the 200 biddies. Yes, remember breaks. Breaks are good. Yeah, we should probably take a little break. Did I not cue that up? There we go. You have to kind of wait for it, like it kind of like turns green while it's on the wall, and that appears to be when it's like in a good position to be placed. So I'm just trying to queue up some of those wall lights. I don't know for sure, but I feel like they want, they would want light. So in terms of bedrooms, we could make like one bedroom here. But I feel like it'd be better to actually put the bedrooms elsewhere and kind of use this as like a storage and maybe a dining room. We could pull up that flooring. Just gain some resources back from it. I don't see any more containers, see y'all? Okay. Is our dartboard made yet? Nope. Do we have enough to do either one of these? Nope. I need power. All right, let's keep mining then, I guess. Because in order to get the power we need, we might need... to find another room somewhere. That's what I was thinking, but I don't know how to pause research. Click to disable. Oh. And then let's pause this one. So that way we're focusing on powering this one. Who's our builder? Who's helping with building? Good Canadian family man. Yes, Jay. Go build things. Can I follow Jay around? No. Okay, so resources wise, 152 structure resin. To do that, but I don't need to do that.
See ya.
Engineer uses the refiner. Okay. Oh, there's power for this refinery. Who's leaving? I have to head out as well. See ya, H. Gammon. Good night. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I agree. This game does seem pretty cool. I've been really into it. I'm excited to see how it develops further. I definitely feel like I have a pretty positive impression at the present time, especially for being early access. I think it's great. It's already proving to have a lot of like content and things to do, so heck yeah. Gonna call it a night. Good night, Henday. Thank you everyone who's been hanging out. Totally understand if it's getting late and you need to call it. All right, so engineer, we have Good Canadian set up to engineer second. Interesting. We do have Good Canadian set up for engineering, so even though everyone's stressed out and it's not going great, we're gonna leave it be. I was thinking about taking ads off of mining to potentially do yeah, see that? So this is powered up now because The other one's closed. What are you working on, though, Jay? All right, let's switch. Good Canadian Family Man, if anyone doesn't know. Good Canadian Family Man is Jay. So if you are confused, I am referring to the same person. That can be confusing, I know. So I'm just letting you all know. All right, so Good Canadian Family Man, what are you doing now? Feels like you're just moving resources around. What are you? Oh, you're refining now. Okay, so I increase engineer above building. So that way when these are powered up, you're actually able to work on it. And hey, Blue Squid's super motivated today. We'll work faster for the next 24 hours. What? Good moods too? So that way when we need refining done, it gets done first. And then building will get done second. It looks like that might have, like, failed partway through. Not sure. What does this say? Research. Oh, these are just the recipes that we have available. Glass, steel billet, billet. Hardened structured resin, a more durable form. Interesting. Decorations, nightstand, hexagonal bookcase, plant pot. I mean, they all would be great. Is the bookcase like recreation? Let's look at that real quick. A decorative bookcase in a sleek hexagon design. So it's just decorative. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I was just talking to Emo about this game. I feel like I'm really loving it. I feel like it really fits with like what my expectations were. It kind of reminds me of like Oxygen Not Included, because you're like mining out the area where you live, like you're underground, right? But I do think generally it plays more like RimWorld in that you're managing different colonists who have different skill sets, job priorities, things like that. And, ooh, storage expander. Sturdy frame. Cool. Fasteners, colonist log, and electronics. Okay, show discoveries. Let's look at the colonist log. I've received additional automated responses back from Earth, but nothing that would be considered a valid response to the situation we're in. It's only been a month, but I have a little hope in getting more than that. We all signed on knowing that this was a one-way ticket, but I wasn't expecting to be here alone. At least I have Bunny. Bunny is his robot, Dr. Alex Kenner's robot. Did you look at the game I mentioned yesterday? Which game did you make? The Cultist Simulator? Was that you? Refresh my memory, Cabal Rays. I would be more than happy to look into it. This was a game that was recommended by someone in the community, and I requested a key for it, and I was approved. The developer gave me a key to play it on stream, and I can kind of see why. It's really on point with my game type. Like, really on point with the kind of games I love. So I'm, like, super hyped by it. Maybe it was called Kaplurth. It's kind of Stardew Terraria with RimWorld graphics. That sounds so interesting. Heck yeah. Let me just take a quick second to make a note. And pull it up on Steam, because if I don't put something on, if I don't follow them and put them on my wish list, I will probably forget to look at it. So thank you very much for the recommendation. Definitely sounds just up my alley. I know, $11. I just saw that. I was like, not too shabby, not too shabby. We'll have to look into it, Cabal Rays. That sounds very appealing. What little data I've managed to get from the stasis systems indicates that the stasis capsules are due to unlock in several hundred years. Primary facility power will never last that long, but the backup batteries in the pods themselves should last indefinitely. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that. I find I'm no longer angry about my situation, but it now appears that I'll be living the remainder of my life inside my own tomb. Bunny says hello. Ooh, this poor guy. He's like, yep, well, I can't wake them up and they're gonna be sleeping for the next few hundred years, so this is my destiny, is just to live here by myself forever. What a life, right? Okay, so we were mining out this way. It's like we mined, let's do another row. So where it's not letting me mine is likely because there's already a cavern cut out. Or people are sleeping. I was like, why is nothing happening right now? Okay, did we mine any of the ore? That's what I want to know. We did, or refine any of the ore. We did refine some of the ore. As you can see here, there's a couple of iron ingots and a copper ingot as well. That's great. Let's keep prioritizing that until we get these built. And then our worker bot, Emo Flamingo, is over here. Emo is 355 years old. Ooh, another chest. Organics. Okay, we got some cloth. We got some more biosamples. So with that cloth, can we make this yet? This wasn't cloth. We might have enough to make a bed. Where should we put bedrooms? What is this? Oh, hallway floor. Never mind. Open canister, please. Food. Okay, food is always good. That's legit. I would like more worker bots though, please. All right, iron ingots, another colonist log. I can't see anything down here because not enough's been mined out. Fine. Here's one. He's a little dramatic, yeah. All right, more. That's awesome. I got myself a beer. It is a fruited sour, if anyone likes beers. Fruited sour. Okay, nice. I want more helper bots, but I don't know if that's happening. Research surface exploration and go upstairs, basically. Let's set one of the powers as... Sounds delicious. Hi, Overzero. I said hi to you as I was going AFK, but thank you for being here. It's nice to see you. I love the command being dropped in. That was perfect. Yeah, it is really good. So Overzero, Emo and I do not have very similar beer interests, but this is a beer where we overlap. This is one that we both can enjoy for sure. Which is nice. Sus? What's sus? We'll deconstruct that wall. I'll mine this too so we can walk through there. Me, I'm sus. Oh, Squid. Squid, you are refining up a storm over here for me. Thank you for doing that. I'm hoping that that means Good Canadian will, wait, no. Good Canadian is refining up a storm, so I'm hoping that that means that Good Canadian is rocking and stressing. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, maybe we do need to prioritize this. Let's disable this temporarily, because I feel like we should have the ore for this now. I just really want that to be built. It's weird that these alerts aren't going away. Oh, right click. Right click makes them go away. That's on me. We're sleeping again. Feels like we're sleeping a lot. I used to make a pretty good cherry sour. Oh, you made it. That's really cool. That is not easy. I've seen a little bit of what it takes to, Oh! 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 Picard! You can't see it, but this person's name is Picard. Jim Picard. All right, exclamation join if you're not already in, and you can become Picard. Just, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. All right, so Jim Picard is definitely our engineer. So Good Canadian should build on 2. Let's have you help with hauling. No one's helping with hauling. And then let's have you build on 3. Ooh, another capsule. Potatoes and another log. Activate bot! A new bot! Another capsule? Where did all these come from? Akia Warren? Who are you? All right, so I'm also giving away Akia Warren and Worker Z09402, who is gonna be a hauler cleaner bot. Okay, and Akia, what else are you gonna work on? You're gonna help with, doctoring. No one's assigned a doctor. You can help with doctoring. And hauling. So exclamation join to become a colonist or a robot in our colony. Colonist capacity reached or exceeded. I think it's reached. Yeah, 5 is my maximum. Okay. So beds, bedrooms, beds. Need to start doing bedrooms. So let's plan to do some bedrooms. Oh, hi, Ball. Hello. Exclamation join to get your name on one of our colonists here. How's it going? It's good to see you. Okay, so we could do bedrooms over here. How many is that wide? 4? Wonder if I should put a hallway in between. Probably should. So let's do another hallway. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Another bedroom. Oh, I'm super into this. Okay. So we're going to be mining out some bedrooms. And I don't want to mine everything just yet, because we figured out that cave-ins can happen. Cave-ins can and do happen. Let's harvest the plants around here. Get them out of the way. We're going to do more walls. That's a door. We're going to do more walls. Okay, cool. These are going to be bedrooms. And you're gonna like them. You're going to take a bedroom and you're going to like it. And we're gonna mine out. Time is run out. Okay, does this game have multiple Z levels? So I do not know. We know that we can deep drill. So like here it says enable deep mining. So we know we can mine down at least 1. I just don't know if we can build down. Oh no, it's only 2 entries. Okay, well then I guess we'll give them to the colonists and that's it. Maybe if Ball didn't, oh, Ball did enter. Okay. Blackkeeper and Ball? Yeah. Blackkeeper and Ball. I don't really have to draw them if it's, I know that it's Blackkeeper and Ball. Okay. So, Blackkeeper. There we go, over 0. You can be the robot. Okay, Ball got picked first. So, Ball, you are our engineer. Blackkeeper. And worker Z is over 0. I think I did it with two zeros and it's only 1 0. There we go. Over 0 bot. Hey, okay, so power's becoming a little bit more of a thing. Let's build a battery. Let's build a couple batteries and let's build another manual generator. And let's make sure that conduits are run to all these things. Perfect. This is still listed as high priority, so they should, in theory, build that as soon as the resources become available for it. I'm very happy to have 2 bots. Over 0, you are a very welcomed addition. Hey, Biorefiner has finished crafting cloth. Okay. So that'll be good for our bedrooms. This is good. This is very good. Let's hold off on this wall piece right now. So we're gonna have a hallway here and then another hallway down this way, just in case. I think it's good to plan out some hallways. In the meantime, just so like people don't get really upset, let's just put in a couple more sleeping mats. Obviously, I want to build y'all nice beds. Actually, I can probably build... Oh. That's right, Blackkeeper. Yed, hi! Good night, Blackkeeper. Have a good one. We will see you. If I don't see you before, then I'll see you next Tuesday when I stream again. Did I miss you giving the new pawns their jobs? So I did it pretty quickly. So Ball was an engineer. I set them up to haul and then build. Because Good Canadian's better at building right now. I swapped Good Canadian to build and then do engineering last. This person, Ball, is much better at engineering. Blackkeeper was highest skilled in janitorial stuff. We already had Good Canadian doing janitorial. So then I scheduled them for hauling and doctoring. I mean, I guess we're not really doctoring yet. We could put technician, maybe? And then we could switch U-Squid to science first before technician. Maybe that's better. And then hauling. I just put in hauling to see if they'll, like, bring resources back. Is this full? No. There's still lots of room in our storage container. Oh my gosh. Are we finally building recreation? Is that what you're doing, Jay? Yes! Yes, finally! There shall be recreation. I kind of want to, like, put some chairs in here. I'm just going to put one chair in. I feel like a chair would be nice to sit in. We also need to floor these bedrooms. There's another canister. Food in another log. Nice. And this is a lot of stuff that I've queued up, but like, I don't think it really hurts to queue it up. Because you can set a priority for the item you want worked on the first thing, which is how I got them to prioritize the, what's it called? The dartboard. That's what I'm calling it. Oh no, poor Jay. I know. Thank you for not putting the chair under the dartboard. Wish my dad had that much common sense. Yeah. Not so good. Who's sleeping here? Good Canadian family man. Why are you sleeping there? Because there's not enough beds. Okay. Let's prioritize this next, please. Okay. Thank you. And it looks like some of our wall lights have been built and unfortunately are not connected to the power. So we're gonna try connecting that to power. Let's cancel this wall light. For now, because we don't have power running over there. Yeah, I wonder if I should mine through here too. Maybe just to give them access if they want to walk around. Okay, yeah, that's good. So you do have to use this, like, bedroom floor. Very nice. I think maybe my builder priorities are lacking. Maybe instead of technician, you should help build. You know what? Let's just switch ball to build second and then haul. Hauling should be like the fallback work, right? Yeah, I was thinking like a couple chairs to sit in this area. And then like you could build it out bigger once you have the means to do so. We're building another one. Thank you, ball. And then let's prioritize this next. So that way at least everyone would have a bed mat to lay on while this is getting constructed, because the floors need to be constructed before I can put in the bed. So all of the furniture, it will say if it requires a certain floor type, and the bed requires a bedroom floor type. So not only do we need a lot of resources to do it, we're gonna need a different floor type. And you see this? That's because it's inaccessible, because they now well, it's weird that it's inaccessible with the walls not built. So I was saying, it looks like they're saying that this is inaccessible. The weird thing about it is I don't think it's inaccessible because these walls haven't been built yet. Once the walls are built, though, all they have to do is mine this one spot, and then it'll be accessible. So, yep, that went away. Good. We're planting crops. How's our food supplies? We have 271 potatoes. So that's pretty good. We're doing hemp in 2, so that probably just means we're using hemp a bit. Let's do high priority. Wait, hardened structure resin. Oh, so one of the recipes here is actually required for the battery, so I have to unlock that. So let's go ahead and see if that's in our crafting queue here. It is. Let's make some hardened structure resin, and then let's maybe like make some more iron and copper ingots. We have 19 iron ingots. We have 20 copper ingots. So we're actually pretty good on the ingots. The hardened resin is going to be the main thing we need. How are we on cloth and bioplastic? 10 bioplastic, 15 cloth. So we could queue up a cloth order, maybe. See, we're using up our hemp to make cloth, but the hemp is then going to go towards the beds, and we're making bedrooms. As you can see, I'm trying to make nice bedrooms. So I need 10 cloth per bed. Yeah, I love this. I'm really enjoying this game. I think considering the fact that it's alpha, I am very impressed with how it's doing. Yeah, very, very impressed. So we got some lights. I got a light for Squid to work by. I got another light here with the other stations. I wonder if I can move things. Looks like you can't move them, but you can deconstruct them. A cave-in occurred over here. Interesting. I didn't realize that a cave-in would happen. Well, I guess that makes sense. I thought it was kind of strange that the cave-in happened there, but it does make some sense. Let's do line here somewhere. Okay. Huh? Do a row like that. Ooh, more free goodies. Yay, ingots. All right, what happened? A crop has become deceased. Oh no. disease crops. We're gonna keep growing hemp there. I almost feel like we need more hemp fields. What does it cost us to make crop beds? 25. Wow. So 48 structure resins total. We got 2 hardened resins now. How many do we need for this? 5? So we're probably gonna have to deconstruct some more structures. We'll probably deconstruct some of these over here. These are like ruined walls anyway, so it's like, you know, they're not really nice. And they're giving us resources that we can use for the things closer to our base area, right? So, what is this? Oh, we've gotten as many research points as we can possibly have. Oh my gosh. All right. Solid fuel generator facility structure burns solid fuel to generate power. Simple, messy, and effective. That's interesting because I know we've unlocked. We need plumbing. Oh, we need plumbing to unlock any of those. Okay, so not a lot of choice then. We had to do plumbing. I kind of want the nightstand. I kind of want to put that next to the beds. All right, so now Squid can keep... Squid can keep researching now, because we've, Oh no, Black Keeper is huddled on the ground. Why are we so stressed out? Will bedrooms make it better? Do we need, like, a table and chairs? I'm thinking, like, 8 without a table, right? But that's not how this works. Yeah, mental break is right. We got the one chair queued up. Yeah, we just need to keep deconstructing. Oh, there's another person, but we don't have... That would be over our colonist limit. And I assume there's some way to increase our colonist limit later. I don't want to open the casket, the cryo sleep pod until I know that we have the room for them. One chair to seat them all. Basically, you get one chair. Everyone gets one chair. So yeah, so we're gonna have to wait. There was another one back there, if y'all didn't see it. There was another one. Yeah, let's deconstruct some of this for sure. That wall looks fine, so I'll keep it in case we decide to use it. Heck, it's awesome. Okay, our bots are charging up. Our storage container is at capacity. So I think it's time to build a big storage container. Raw minerals. Let's just build it. Okay, so we have 3 more hard resins. We have everything we need to make this battery. So in theory, someone should make the battery today, which should help keep things powered overnight. For our bots to be able to recharge, that's the main reason I feel like you would need to power things overnight. Hey, open container. Oh, I didn't see what one of those things was. It looked like sand, maybe? Yeah, so there's one more down here, but we're not going to be opening that for sure. Good, we're getting some hemp, working on the batteries. We're sitting and crying. Why are we not working on the batteries? Oh, research is full again. Let's try this. We're gonna need power. I think we're gonna need water for it. Water, 50 gallons. Okay, so we're gonna need to start pumping water. Presumably out of here. To over here somewhere. I mean, that's where I want the utility room to go, so I would put it somewhere here. We can definitely expand this too. The rooms are kind of being worked on. Like, it seems like some things have been done, but not as much as I would have thought. Water conduits. Let's try something like that, and then let's cancel this. So go right into it. And then we're probably going to need to power this as well. I guess is that would be required. So we'll set a power for that. I kind of want it to be like one more space over, but it doesn't say there's anything wrong with the interaction here, so maybe we just leave it. So this is on fast speed. So as you can see, like with many colony builder type games, there is a little bit of like downtime while your people work on stuff. Which would be, you know, is nice. That's kind of a chill pace that some games take on. And this game kind of feels like one of those. I don't think it's a bad thing by any means. It's just like a different type of energy than certain games that would be a lot more demanding. Silum? Kylum, welcome in. Boop. Boop to you too. How's it going today? It's good to have you here. Are you familiar with Mercury Fallen, or did you just stumble upon the stream another way? Because today is my first day of playing this game, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it's really cool. I definitely feel like it's my type of game, for sure. Just kind of curious. You stumbled in. Very nice. Well, it's great to have you. So the game we are playing today is an early access game, Mercury Fallen. It's definitely colony management. I like that you're underground and you're kind of digging things out, and trying to find resources is challenging. I was just talking about the pace. Feels like there's definitely times where I'm on fast speed and they're just kind of going about doing things, and I'm just waiting for them to catch up on some of the things that I've queued. So it's not too like stressful or too fast paced. Definitely has a nice kind of chill vibe. Kenshi has a lot of downtime too when you're training your character's skills. That's fair. There's definitely a lot of games, I think, that have periods where you just have to let things build up. I've queued up a lot of work for them right now, and so that's part of the reason that I'm like, I think I just need to let them catch up. Mr. Chase. Using the mouse mostly. I am Tex. I'm mostly using the mouse. To rotate, I'm using the mouse. Actually, it looks like I can use Q and E to rotate, and then WASD. But I think like all of the building I'm doing with the mouse, right? So there are letters here under each of the menus. I wonder if there's a way to like I'm trying to see if there's a way to do it with keys. All right, so we're gardening. Good. Storage is full. That's right. After we build this battery, I'm going to prioritize the storage bin. The one chair to see them all. A deliciously big gap. We gonna collapse somewhere? It's okay. So I'm looking for containers, like when I explored the different areas. I'm looking for some containers for sure, because they have resources that are just really... Oh, hi. What are you doing back here? Wandering aimlessly. Mining, hauling, and janitorial. Well, what if I change you to help with building? That's right. That's right. Overzero's doing it. Oh, that's a long way to have to go about. Are they underground? I don't see. Yes. So we're underground. The goal currently is to build a surface elevator. So we have to research certain technologies to build the surface elevator. I'm not sure if we get to go onto the surface. As I said, this is the first time I'm playing it. But you definitely get to do research about the surface and possibly obtain resources. Juice-Sis, hi. How's it going, Juice-Sis? Good to see you. How was your Stream Raiders stream today? Were you with Bloody Drongo? Did I see something about Bloody Drongo? Or were you just doing the weekly? Don't mind me as I don't know what I'm talking about. You did host an AMA with Drongo. Okay, so I didn't make that up. Okay. Good. Good, I'm glad. Very nice. I love to hear that. It's too bad that I had to miss it. I saw it when I was getting ready to stream myself, and I was like, oh, if I wasn't streaming, I would be watching that right now. Very nice. That sounds like a fun time. Drongo's awesome. I am playing a brand new game. I got the key from the developer for this one. It's called Mercury Fallen. We kind of started in here, just a couple people in cryo sleep, and a robot. And I've been digging out and finding other ruins. The base was supposed to be like fully built with a bunch of stations and everything. But unfortunately there was an error with the cryo sleep, and our people slept for hundreds of years past when they were supposed to be woken up. And so because of that, we are now rebuilding from nothing. Most of the structure that was here is very ruined. Like you can see, like all this stuff, like damaged door, the door shall slide no more. So like, even though this is here, we're basically deconstructing it and having to rebuild new ones for everything that you see. So I've kind of just started to work like off the main area. I have not, it is underground. We are working towards researching a surface elevator, and I was just telling Kylum or Silum that I don't know if we get to go to the surface or if we just do research and collect resources from the surface, kind of like tasks, right? Like you would queue up the colonists to perform a task, and they would go up the elevator, do the task, come back down. My guess is it's probably more likely the latter, that it's more of this like underground base building game than it has RimWorld vibes. I agree. There's definitely some RimWorld vibes going on, but I also think it's got this like, I really like the underground digging nature. That kind of reminds me of Oxygen Not Included. But yeah, I think it's got a little bit, it feels a little bit like Oxygen Not Included. Like I have queued up like power conduits and water conduits from this water pump that isn't built yet, but eventually someday maybe will be. Okay, so what was I gonna prioritize next? The storage container. And you can tell people that a certain task is the high priority, so I've done that. Yeah, you are the big Oni people, Oni person, that's right. 2K hours and I'm mediocre. I feel that, I feel that. I have several hundred hours and I feel like I'm still a beginner. And it's amazing that you can have hundreds of hours in a game and be like, no, I'm a beginner. I haven't figured it out yet. That is one that is on the poll. I'm trying to see what people want me to play. Obviously, like games like this, if I get a key from a developer, I'm, you know, offering to cover that game, I'm gonna stream it. There's another game on my mind that I'd like to stream. It's called One More Island. I recently picked it up, and so I think I'll probably stream a little bit of that. But if anyone is interested in seeing particular games from a long list of games that I have that I want to play more of, that poll highlights the ones I think the community might be interested in seeing and allows you to let me know that you are interested in seeing those games. There's other games that could be on that list, and if we, you know, get through what's on the list and want to do more, you know, maybe I'll pull out some of those other games. But for now, I feel like it's a pretty comprehensive list of the games that I was hoping to be playing more of on stream. And I think we're gonna play more of this on stream as well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do it next week, because I'm thinking maybe next week, the one day that I have that's set for like a to be determined game day is specifically Thursday, because Thursday is not a normal stream day, so it's not designated for anything in particular. But But I might play one more island next Thursday, and then that would just mean that we would have to find another day to do this. Even if it replaces one of my normally scheduled games, it's just a one-off stream that it would replace a normally scheduled game. So yeah, you have to study to get good for sure. So I don't have any variety days scheduled, so that's where I might just, like, instead of playing RimWorld one day, or instead of playing one or the other game, I would specifically play this. And I'd give as much notice as I can about that. But, you know, you can always look at my go live notification, or, you know, if you follow the channel, you can see what I'm live in. So I don't always write out. I said go live notification, but then I was like, I don't always write out what game I'm playing in the go live notification. Sometimes I do, but not always. I think food-wise, we have a lot of food. This storage bin has actually been full. So I really need them to build this one. It says that we have the 50 structure resin. It just seems like maybe they're far away. Oh, we got a chair. We have a chair. A nice place to sit and relax. Okay, so next up is going to be the beds. How are we on cloth? It says we have some cloth. So we do have to, you know, create orders to craft certain things. I'm going to set up a new crafting order for specifically cloth, because we only have 12, and we're going to need a lot more than that. Okay, we are building the additional storage bin. Oni is big brain. I agree. Oni is very big brain. Allowed items. We're gonna allow everything. Good. Store things. Store things for me, my minions. All right, the battery is now listed as the next. Do we have any more hard structure resin? We do not. So let's queue up some more hard structure resin so we can make a battery. And then how are we on ingots? 23 iron. No copper? Is that really right? So maybe we should refine some copper as well. Craft if below X amount. Oh. Item will continue to be crafted if there's less than 10 available. Let's set it to like 15. Let's do another one of these. Also for 15. Craft if below 5. Oh, I like that. That's good. So I was dropping my news in chat as a reminder. I am not going to be streaming this weekend. Normally I stream Saturdays and Sundays. And we have some family coming into town to visit and hang out with my son, who they've never gotten to meet yet because he is a brand new person in this world. So because of that, I'm taking the time off to actually spend with them. You know, I definitely love it here and miss it when I'm not here, but I think it's important to take some good quality time since we don't live in the same place as them and we don't get to see them that often. So I am definitely excited about that, but in order to make up for the lost time a little bit, I'm going to be streaming an extra day next week, and I decided to stream on a Thursday this week. And normally I don't stream on Thursdays, so it definitely helps. How dare you put family ahead of my entertainment? Definitely. Riot. Yeah, I know. I'm the worst. I'm very excited. I think family, I think you both know, you know, you're family people. It's important to take the time with your loved ones when you get it. And since we moved very far away from where we are originally from, both of us, the visits don't happen as much as we would like, you know? So let's deconstruct one of these. Or maybe instead of deconstructing it, we just like reassign someone. There we go. So I reassigned Ad Stellarum, so now Ad Stellarum is actually assigned over here. That means that only 4 of these will fill up. But let's look at this for just a little recap, and then we'll figure out what we're doing next. It's so hard to control exactly what they're consuming after a certain age. Oh, absolutely. At a certain age, I think it's like more like you need to trust, to whatever extent you can trust in them to like, you know, to try to differentiate between garbage and like quality, and that they like will choose things that are good. But you know, that's asking for a lot for little kids. Oh no, failed to craft copper ingot. Recipe materials have been lost in the process. Interesting. So is that because you're not good at it? No, you are good at it. You're really tired. Interesting. Oh no, you're not really tired. You just slept. Right? I would assume, even though it says fatigue, I would assume that when it's empty is when you have to rest. Because no one's resting. Okay, so we got 4 bedrooms mostly made. The beds have not been made, but the bedrooms have. We're working on better power. We were also gonna make more cloth. Why don't we do one of those craft if below, and we'll set it to like 20. So craft cloth if we don't have 20 cloth in storage. And so then they should keep working on it. That should help. We could do the same thing with bioplastics, or... Oh, interesting. You actually can craft structure resin. I've been collecting it by deconstructing things, but it says mineral compound mineral. And I know we've gotten some of that mineral. Yeah, 400 mineral compound. Wow. But we also have a lot of the structure resin, like 127. And that's assuming we brought it all in, and we didn't. Maybe it counts that. Maybe it counts that stuff elsewhere. I don't know. Let's look. Oh, it's definitely counting that stuff elsewhere because there's no structure resin stored in here. So 127 structure resin on our entire map that we've seen. So that's good to know. Dang. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to play more of this because I want to see what all it's got at this stage of early access. I want to see what all this game has to offer at this stage of early access. It is considered an alpha, and it seems really good to me for an alpha game. So I want to see like kind of where the game progression stops at this point, before we put it on hold for another update. So we're definitely gonna have to do at least another stream, or maybe even 2 of this game, because I think it's fun and I think it's really up my alley, and I'd like to see where it goes with development. And one of the best ways I like to do that is to kind of fully explore what it has now, wait for another update, and then fully explore that update, and so forth. So we'll definitely be streaming more of this in the future. I am super excited and super, super appreciative of Nitrous Butterfly for giving me a copy of the key. Or a key, I should say. So that way I was able to play it today and to play it again in the future.